day 45 of alternate day fasting, and guys, I'm on the way to the gym, but I'm flying out today as well. I actually cannot believe that I've even got time for the gym right now, because that just means I'm packed and ready and everything's sorted. I don't think I've ever been prepared early to the point that I'm like, is there something I've missed? What am I not doing? It is eating day today, guys. I'm so excited to eat and fly today. More so the flying part. I'm not even hungry. I've had a little bit of black coffee this morning, not eaten yet, mainly because I'm not hungry, but then I also thought there's no point forcing food down my throat. I need to keep it quite minimal today anyway, because, you know, we want to stay snatched for the holiday. It's so crazy because I was doing training core yesterday, and I can already see some abs popping out, and I'm just like, yeah. But obviously that's to do with the diet as well. Well, you know, eating less calories, let's say, and focusing more on protein. Yeah, so that's gone good. But so I'm going to train core today. Well, first of all, I've got a class that I'm going to that I literally need to rush to right now. It starts in 10 minutes, but yeah, so I'm going to a class. It's a full body workout. It's called Body Pump. You guys might have seen it on here before. It's so good. I love it. So I've got Body Pump, full body workout, upper body, lower body, lat, and they really focus on high repetition and lower weights, and it is intense. It honestly, I'm like dying at the end of it, feeling like I'm dying anyway. But yeah, and then I'm gonna train some core. I'll see what the time is and whether I have enough time to do some cardio, but if not, it's fine. I just want to make sure that everything is sorted for the holiday, for the flight. I've probably checked if I've got my passport and my son's passport about 10 million times already, you know, as you do. And also making sure that I've got all my camera equipment. So camera, I do use my phone predominantly for filming, but I've also got my camera, so I was going to take my camera, phone, stand, lighting. Even though I've only got a small lighting, obviously I can't carry my big ring light with me. Mics, although I don't generally use mics because sometimes it does cut out a bit, and it's really annoying when you've done a really long video and then you listen back and half of it's cut out. So I've been avoiding using mics, but I probably just need to upgrade. So yeah, but anyway,
let's go. Pick your bow up.
oh my gosh, so imagine I nearly passed out. Okay, nearly passed out is probably a tiny bit extreme, but I started feeling so dizzy at the end of that class. I was working so hard. I think I pushed myself maybe just a little too much today. So in that class, it went really well. Was working really hard. I noticed I was sweating a lot more, and I noticed it was a more hard work. Well, I think I did put the weight up a tiny bit, like only like 5 kg or something, and I was really pushing it today. And then it got towards literally right at the end of the class, all of a sudden my head was like going dizzy, and I was like, what's going on? So I was like, okay, drop the weights, get some water and leave the class. To be honest, it was technically the end of the class anyway. They were just pushing it a little bit more. And then I was just like, I went and sat outside, just on the bench outside the classroom, and then I tried to get up after a while and I felt even more dizzy. So I was like, you know what, this is not okay. And I ended up grabbing this because, oh my gosh, so fasting yesterday, obviously you guys know I've been getting in the 4 liters a day this week. I think I only got in about 3.5 yesterday, or just over 3 maybe, and I didn't end up finishing it all, but I knew I needed to start reducing it anyway, 24 hours before I fly. I'm feeling a bit better now that I've had like a few sips of this. It's actually called Sea Breeze smoothie. It's got your vitamins in it, and especially vitamin C. And she also put a shot of ginger in there for me, just to give me that energy back again. So, and then I came outside for some fresh air, and I was like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit better. So I'm just going to stay here for a second until I start feeling a little more better, and then get home. Imagine, of all days for me to start feeling dizzy and feeling like I'm going to pass out, is the day of my flight. crazy. Stuck in traffic. Huh? We've arrived at the airport. Woohoo! Justin, you excited? Woohoo! See you next week in Dubai, Jamal.
Yeah, come on. Without the belly though.
Alright, Dad.
Yes. Hi.
I'm in Dubai, Jamal.
Yeah, I
Next
am.
week. Hey! Are you excited, my son? Wow, we're getting on one of those.
No, they're tiny. They're to like small destinations.
Oh. Okay, let's go then. Let's go get on our flight. Look at all this luggage. All this luggage. Oh my days. And look at all my luggage and then look at all yours. How is that all mine? That is so typical.
No, yours is heavier.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but I'll do mine next. That was yours. Send bag. There it goes. We did it ourselves.
It's not even going anywhere.
Oh, my little suitcase. I hope it doesn't scratch up. So I cannot believe this is the first time ever in my entire life that I have been underweight. What is this on my forehead? I have been underweight on my suitcase, and I even put loads of stuff in my son's suitcase, and that was also underweight. His was, what was yours, 20 kg? Your suitcase? 20.1, and mine was 22.8, literally just under. Normally I can never do self-check-in because we just did self-check-in. I have to go to someone and kind of convince them to let me my case on, or I have to move a few things around because it's always overweight. Is that fun for you? Okay. Hold on, I'm going to the pole, boy. Well, hello. We are going to Dubai. Yeah. Huh? We, I don't know what gate yet. They wouldn't have told us what gate because it's still ages away. So we've literally just gone through check-in, dropped our luggage off, and now been through security already, super quick, and we've still got 2.5 hours left. Like, this is crazy. We are so early that our flight is not even on the screens. Like, I have never been at the airport this early before, ever, in my life, I don't think. My chicken. Never been at the airport this early before. So this is pretty crazy.
Not stressing and rushing.
No stressing and rushing. I was even prepared with my luggage.
Trust me, this is gonna be different to Turkey, girl.
This is... Are we stressing and rushing then?
Yes.
But that is literally me all the time, always stressing and rushing to the airport. But
Remember one was going to Turkey and it was like last minute, we all had to run there.
wow.
I don't remember.
Do you know what? That's just my life all the time. But do you know what? I even had my luggage packed early. I said, what is going on at the airport early? And it was all after I had this dream, you know. I had a dream. And I said, after this dream, I said, you ain't catching me being late to that airport because I ain't missing no flight. And I made sure I was early on time. I said, let me leave extra early. So anyway, I'm going to relax. It actually feels good to be able to just relax before I get on the plane. So since we've got so much time left, Justin wants to sit and watch the planes because he loves the planes. He loves watching videos about the planes. He's got a great interest in aviation. Aviation. What is it, Justin? Aviation. And he loves it, don't you, darling? It's just... But anyway, we're here watching the planes. I'm going to sit on my laptop. Yeah, we got time. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. You were singing it, Papa.
I know, but...
So guys, I have decided that I'm going to pause on the alternate day fasting vlogs because as alternate day fasting is going to be a little bit up and down during my holiday. The reason why I did the vlogs is I wanted to see how I got on with alternate day fasting, vlog the journey within the 7 weeks before my holiday, show you guys the ups and the downs, the failures, the wins, just how we can grow together in this community of people who are thinking about fasting, wanting to lose weight, or just wanting to be healthier in general. So I've decided to just give it a little pause whilst I'm on holiday in regards to the vlogs. I'm still going to try and implement alternate day fasting as much as I can, but as you guys know earlier on, sorry that's really loud, my son put his video on, but as you guys know earlier on, I said that I did break today. Today was supposed to be fasting day. I did break today, so I am actually going to fast tomorrow, but then I'm not going to vlog them anymore until I get back. What I am going to do, I'm going to switch up the vlogs now and just doing daily vlogs as much as I can whilst I'm here in Dubai. You guys can just have a different insight rather than it just being heavily focused on, like, you know, talking through fasting and then also, you know, vlogs and bits of my day, etc, etc. What are some of the things that I've learned on this journey? So I've definitely had change, definitely lost weight, but also the scale has gone up and down at times. I've learned that sometimes we can carry, well, me personally, I do carry more water weight, and sometimes it can be the smallest thing that can cause me to inflame or carry that water weight. I can swell up, or I can blow, or even like my face or my arms and my legs can get a bit puffy. Then the next minute it can be really slim, and that can be quite deceiving because it makes you think, well, am I losing fat or am I not? What's going on? You know, one week I look like this, the next week I look like this. But that's why, yeah, it's always good to go off, yes, pictures, but then also saying that, you know, and measurements, but then saying that as if you're like me and inflame a lot, then that's going to be difficult sometimes. I've learned that nobody's perfect and that even when I have tried to stay consistent and disciplined, which I have, I broke a few times, I think only like 3 times probably in total. 3 times I broke in the space of 40 plus days, 44 days, yeah? Now for me, that's pretty good. Even how I've handled fasting days, even when, let's say, other people are eating or even my son's eating, I've noticed that I have a lot more self-control, self-discipline in comparison to other times when I fasted and I hadn't, or I gave up on myself really quickly and easily. We're just not doing that this time. We wanted to stay, we wanted to keep going, and just push ourselves, and that has worked. I've also learned that laying off the cardio wasn't doing me a favor. Yes, it is 80% diet, but that's actually having a really healthy diet, or mainly a healthy diet, and for me that wasn't always the case. So I wasn't getting in my cardio, then on my eating days as much, and then on my eating days I was eating like high fat or not getting in enough water or just not focusing on good nutrition all the time, or like my proteins all the time. Some days we did great, but planning your meals really helps, even if you are on alternate day fasting. I've also learned that just because we're on alternate day fasting, that it doesn't mean that we can just eat anything and whatever we want, because I tried some of those little things before, and although, you know, you can have the odd thing here and there, but generally you need to be eating healthier, especially as you're getting older as well. Your body's changing, things are changing. I can't be as flexible as I used to, maybe I once was, and my body's changing and I'm changing, and something may work for one person, it may not work for another. Something else I've learned is that alternate day fasting does really give me personally even a day to breathe, like my body, because I've noticed that food doesn't digest as quickly as potentially the average person. There's lots of things that I've learned on this journey, but there are lots of highs, there are lots of lows, but no one's perfect. And but I have done really well, and I think that's really important to pat yourself on the back, because alternate day fasting is hard sometimes. It isn't easy. I know it works for me. I know even if I'm not losing the weight as quickly, I know it helps me get a day to breathe, get a break. Lots of things that we have learned on this journey. We're going to pick it back up as soon as I come back off holiday. And I'm still, in terms of the vlogs, and I'm still going to continue, like I said, we're here on holiday. There's just going to be some slight adjustments. And key takeaways after my rants. Make sure you're getting in your lots of water, because remember I tried the 4 litres a day for 7 days, and it was so powerful, so effective. So getting in as much water as you can, maybe not 4, that is a lot, but 2 to 3 litres a day. Getting in your cardio when you can, doesn't mean it has to be something heavy, but exercise, and it will really benefit you and help you on your alternate day fasting journey, or any fasting journey. And really just focus on high protein, high nutrient dense food, and make room for flexibility. Don't be hard on yourself. If you're going on holiday, if you've got a party gathering like I did 2 weeks ago, and I was like, what do I do, guys? And don't be hard on yourself. Just get back up. If you fail, get back up, do it again, and it's all gonna be okay. So as I said, we'll pick up again when I am back in June with alternate day fasting vlogs. And yeah,